Mars, the enigmatic neighbor of Earth, has captivated human curiosity for millennia, its reddish glow discernible to the naked eye earned it the title of the Red Planet. Over the centuries, it has been the subject of both myth and science. Early observers speculated about alien civilizations inhabiting its surface, envisioning vast canals and signs of intelligent life. Later, these ideas were discarded, replaced by the view that Mars was a desolate wasteland. Today, however, Mars stands as a planet rich in scientific potential, filled with mysteries that may hold the key to our understanding of life itself and our place in the cosmos. From the first telescopic observations, astronomers noted fascinating features on Mars: polar ice caps, dark streaks resembling canals, and towering mountains. These initial discoveries spurred a wave of speculation and intense study. Unlike Earth, Mars is smaller, colder, and its atmosphere is incredibly thin, composed mostly of carbon dioxide. Despite these differences, the planet's surface bears striking resemblances to Earth's more rugged terrains, prompting comparisons that fuel the imagination. Mars' surface temperature can swing drastically, ranging from 970 to 20 degrees Celsius, creating an environment that appears forbidding yet potentially survivable under the right conditions. The Martian landscape is dominated by colossal geological structures. Olympus Mons, the tallest volcano in the solar system, looms at nearly 22 kilometers high, while the vast Valles Marineris Canyon system stretches for over 4,000 kilometers, dwarfing the Grand Canyon on Earth. These awe-inspiring features reveal a planet that was once far more geologically active than it is today. What forces sculpted these features remains a key question for scientists, and studying them could provide clues to Mars' ancient climate and potential habitability. One of the most groundbreaking discoveries on Mars in recent decades is the presence of water. Though primarily in the form of ice today, both at the poles and beneath the surface, there is tantalizing evidence suggesting that liquid water may flow intermittently in the form of briny streaks. This discovery is vital because on Earth, where there is water, there is life. Mars, with its past signs of liquid water, raises the possibility that microbial life could have once thrived there, or might even persist in hidden pockets beneath the surface. The history of water on Mars is the driving force behind ongoing exploration missions, such as NASA's Perseverance rover, which seeks to uncover the ancient secrets of Martian lakes and riverbeds, collecting soil samples that could hold the remnants of past life. Mars is not only a target for robotic exploration, but is also seen as humanity's next frontier. Visionaries like Elon Musk, along with NASA and international space agencies, have set their sights on Mars as the next destination for human exploration, with plans to establish a permanent outpost. While the challenges are immense, from harsh radiation to freezing temperatures, and the logistical nightmare of sustaining human life far from Earth, the vision of transforming Mars into a second home for humanity grows closer with every technological advancement. Successful Mars missions bring us a step closer to realizing this audacious dream. Beyond the scientific and technological challenges, the exploration of Mars is deeply philosophical. The discovery of life on Mars, no matter how small or ancient, would fundamentally alter our understanding of life's uniqueness. It would suggest that life might be more common in the universe than we once thought. The implications extend beyond Mars, forcing us to consider the possibility of life in even more distant and unexpected corners of the cosmos. Mars beckons humanity not only as a subject of scientific study, but as a symbol of our innate desire to explore the unknown. Each mission to Mars, each photograph taken, each sample analyzed, brings us closer to unlocking the secrets of this distant world. And perhaps one day, when a human sets foot on the Martian surface, it will not just mark a moment of triumph for science, but will signify a new era for humankind, one where the stars themselves no longer seem out of reach. The future of Mars is closely intertwined with the destiny of humanity. This enigmatic world beckons us not only as a subject of scientific inquiry, but as a potential home for future generations. Humanity has already taken significant steps toward understanding Mars. Rovers explore its surface, satellites monitor its atmosphere, and scientists work tirelessly to develop the technologies that may one day allow humans to land and live there. However, colonizing Mars is far from a simple task. The planet poses numerous challenges, the first of which is its thin atmosphere, composed primarily of carbon dioxide, making it impossible to breathe or protect against solar radiation. Unlike Earth, Mars lacks a strong magnetic field, leaving it vulnerable to cosmic rays and solar winds, which could be lethal to future astronauts and settlers. One potential solution is to build underground habitats where humans could find shelter from radiation. or to create self-sustaining ecosystems that can provide oxygen, water, and food. Technologies for life support are currently under development, and one of the key challenges is securing water, a resource essential for sustaining life and producing fuel. While water exists on Mars in the form of ice, extracting it will be vital for any long-term human presence. Projects are underway to develop systems that can harvest this ice, and their success could pave the way for sustained human exploration. Equally important is the psychological challenge of life on Mars. The men and women who will venture to the Red Planet will face isolation and confinement for months, possibly years. Communication with Earth will be delayed by several minutes, complicating real-time interactions and decision-making. This will create unique psychological and social challenges that must be addressed. Astronauts will require robust support systems for stress management, as well as effective communication methods both with Earth and among themselves. Despite these challenges, the vision of exploring and settling Mars remains a powerful inspiration. Humanity's desire to push beyond the boundaries of our planet is not only a scientific ambition, but also an integral part of our evolutionary journey. Exploration has always been at the core of our existence, and space, as the final frontier, offers us the next great chapter. Mars, as the closest planetary neighbor, represents a crucial stepping stone in this mission. One of the key ethical questions regarding Mars is how we should approach this new world. If life ever existed or still exists on Mars, even in microbial form, how should we interact with it? Should we avoid disturbing its natural ecosystem, or do we have the right to explore and colonize it? These ethical dilemmas are part of the larger conversation surrounding the human exploration of space, and raise deep philosophical questions about our role in the universe. Exploring Mars forces us to confront the future of humanity. If we can survive and thrive on this alien planet, it will demonstrate our resilience and adaptability far beyond the confines of Earth. Mars could be a rehearsal for even greater adventures, opening the door to the colonization of distant moons and planets, such as Europa, a moon of Jupiter, or Titan, a moon of Saturn, both of which may also harbor conditions suitable for life. Ultimately, Mars is just the beginning of our grand journey to the stars. The planet that glimmers in our night sky is already a subject of serious exploration, and tomorrow it could become our second home. Yet Mars also compels us to reflect on our place in the cosmos. Are we mere visitors in this vast expanse, or are we destined to leave our mark, expanding the reach of life itself? Mars is not only a stepping stone in space exploration, but a mirror reflecting our ambitions, our challenges, and our potential as a species. What we learn and achieve there may ultimately help define our future far beyond the borders of our home planet. As we look toward the possibility of human presence on Mars, we must also acknowledge the sheer magnitude of the challenges that lie ahead. While technological advancements are rapidly progressing, the journey to Mars is fraught with risks. The planet's harsh environment is one of the most significant obstacles. With surface temperatures that can plummet to 970 degrees Celsius at night, deadly radiation levels, and dust storms that can last for weeks, future Martian settlers will need to rely on advanced engineering and scientific innovation to survive. Life on Mars will demand self-sufficiency in ways never before experienced by humanity. The immense distance from Earth means that immediate rescue or resupply missions would be nearly impossible. Settlers will need to generate their own food, water, and oxygen, and they will need to be able to repair equipment and maintain habitats without constant support from Earth. The development of closed-loop life support systems which can recycle air, water, and waste will be critical. Innovations like these are not only key to survival on Mars, but could also have far-reaching benefits for sustainability efforts on Earth. One of the most intriguing challenges is how future Martians will grow food. With no soil and an atmosphere too thin to support plant life as we know it, scientists are exploring hydroponic and aeroponic systems that allow crops to grow without traditional soil. Martian settlers will also need to develop artificial habitats that can mimic Earth's environment, ensuring that crops have the necessary light, temperature, and nutrients to thrive. Research is already underway to determine which plants are best suited for cultivation on Mars, with the hope of creating a diet rich enough to sustain long-term human missions. Another crucial aspect of life on Mars will be the protection from cosmic radiation. Unlike Earth, which has a thick atmosphere and a magnetic field to shield it from harmful radiation, Mars lacks these natural defenses. Long-term exposure to cosmic rays can increase the risk of cancer and other health problems. To mitigate this, researchers are exploring various solutions, including building habitats underground or using the Martian soil, called regolith, as a shield. These solutions will be essential for ensuring the safety of future explorers and settlers. Looking beyond the physical challenges, the psychological toll of living on Mars cannot be underestimated. The isolation, confinement, and distance from Earth may weigh heavily on the mental health of the crew. Missions to Mars will likely require astronauts to spend extended periods, potentially years, away from Earth, without the possibility of immediate return. This could lead to feelings of loneliness, depression, and anxiety. Mental health will be as important as physical health, and astronauts will need robust psychological support, including virtual reality environments that simulate Earth and regular communication with loved ones, even if delayed. Despite these daunting challenges, the prospect of settling Mars continues to ignite the imagination. It represents humanity's boldest endeavor yet, to become a multiplanetary species. But this ambition raises profound philosophical questions. What does it mean for humanity to leave its home planet? How will we maintain our cultural identity and values when we are millions of kilometers away from Earth? What responsibilities do we have toward Mars itself, particularly if we find evidence of past or present life? These are questions that must be considered as we move closer to the day when humans set foot on the red planet. Mars has the potential to transform our understanding of life and the universe. If life once existed on Mars, it would suggest that life might arise in many places throughout the cosmos, not just on Earth. This discovery would fundamentally alter our view of the universe and our place in it. On the other hand, if Mars turns out to be sterile, it would highlight the uniqueness of life on Earth and reinforce the preciousness of our own biosphere. In either case, Mars has much to teach us about the conditions necessary for life and the potential for its existence beyond our planet. Exploring Mars also speaks to humanity's broader desire to push boundaries and explore the unknown. For millennia, humans have ventured into uncharted territories, from crossing oceans to reaching the moon. Each step into the unknown has expanded our knowledge and reshaped our understanding of the world. Mars represents the next great leap, a journey that could unlock new frontiers not only for science but for the human spirit. The dream of reaching Mars is not just about exploration, it's about survival. Earth will not remain habitable forever. Whether through natural disasters, overpopulation, or the distant death of the sun, there will come a time when humanity will need to find new homes beyond Earth. Mars, with its proximity and relatively Earth-like characteristics, is the logical first step in humanity's quest to become an interplanetary species. While the challenges are great, the rewards could be even greater, offering the chance for humanity to extend its reach into the cosmos. In the grand tapestry of human history, the exploration of Mars will be remembered as a pivotal chapter, one that tested the limits of our ingenuity, our resilience, and our ambition. The first human to step on the surface of Mars will not only leave a footprint on a distant world, but will mark a defining moment in the story of life. And that story, as it unfolds, will shape not only our future on Mars, but our place among the stars. The journey to Mars is not just a technological challenge, it represents a profound shift in our understanding of ourselves and our role in the cosmos. As the first generation to seriously contemplate living on another planet, we are forced to reconsider what it means to be human. How will our society evolve when disconnected from Earth? How will we maintain cultural heritage, values, and ethics in an entirely new and hostile environment? The answers to these questions may come only after humans have lived on Mars for decades, perhaps even centuries. Yet for all the excitement surrounding the prospect of human exploration, Mars still remains an unyielding world. The thin atmosphere, composed mostly of carbon dioxide, provides no breathable air. The gravity is only about 38% of Earth's, which could have unknown effects on human health over the long term. Despite these obstacles, Mars remains the most viable candidate for colonization due to its proximity to Earth, relatively mild climate compared to other planets, and historical evidence of water. The ambitious plans of space agencies like NASA, as well as private companies like SpaceX, revolve around the vision of building a sustainable human presence on Mars. One of the first major milestones will be landing humans on the planet, a feat expected in the coming decades. This giant leap for humankind will be more than a symbolic achievement. It will mark the beginning of a new era, one in which humans transition from being a single-planet species to an interplanetary one. Establishing a base on Mars will likely be the first step, a small outpost where a limited number of astronauts can conduct experiments, live, and learn how to survive on this new world. Such a base would serve as a testing ground for technologies like life support systems, habitats, and in-situ resource utilization (ISREU), the ability to use Martian resources, such as extracting water from ice or creating fuel from the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. If these technologies prove successful, they will lay the groundwork for expanding the human presence on Mars, eventually leading to the creation of larger settlements. But beyond the technical hurdles lies another layer of complexity: governance. How will Mars be governed? Who will make the laws? Will the first settlers follow the regulations set by Earth-based governments? Or will Mars develop its own system of governance, tailored to the needs of its unique environment? The idea of Martian independence is not as far-fetched as it might seem. Historically, when humans settle in new lands, they eventually develop their own social structures and forms of governance. Mars could be no different, particularly as the distance and communication lag with Earth could make centralized control difficult. These questions touch on broader philosophical themes about the nature of human society and the extension of culture into space. Will the Martians of the future look back at Earth with nostalgia, or will they feel disconnected from our home planet? How will the first human generation born on Mars, under different gravity and environmental conditions, view themselves in relation to their Earthbound ancestors? Such questions are no longer purely speculative, but are becoming central to the discourse on humanity's future. The search for life on Mars also has profound implications for humanity's understanding of biology and our place in the universe. If life exists, or once existed, on Mars, even in microbial form, it would indicate that life is not unique to Earth. This would be one of the most significant discoveries in history, transforming our view of biology and the conditions necessary for life. Conversely, if Mars is found to be completely barren, it would highlight the preciousness of life on Earth and the delicate balance that allows it to thrive here. Either outcome would change the course of science, philosophy, and theology. Moreover, the exploration of Mars will likely inspire new generations of scientists, engineers, philosophers, and artists. Just as the Apollo missions in the 1960s and 1970s sparked a cultural revolution, a successful human landing on Mars could ignite new waves of creativity and exploration. The Red Planet has long been a canvas for human imagination, inspiring stories of alien civilizations and futuristic colonies. Now, we are closer than ever to turning those dreams into reality. As humanity sets its sights on Mars, the ultimate goal is not just survival or exploration, but the expansion of human consciousness. The challenges that await us on Mars will force us to think in new ways, to innovate and to adapt. In doing so, we will expand not only our physical presence in the cosmos, but our understanding of what it means to be alive and human. Every discovery made on Mars, whether it is a new scientific insight, a technological breakthrough, or a philosophical revelation, will add to the collective knowledge of humankind. Mars represents both an extraordinary opportunity and a tremendous responsibility. Our actions on the Red Planet could set the precedent for how we approach space exploration in the future. Will we treat Mars as a resource to be exploited, or will we approach it with reverence, recognizing its intrinsic value as a world with its own history and mysteries? The ethical considerations of colonizing another planet are vast and must be carefully weighed. In the end, the exploration of Mars is about more than just reaching another world. It is about stretching the limits of human capability, both technologically and intellectually. It is about expanding our knowledge of the universe and our place within it. The Red Planet calls to us not just as a scientific destination, but as a symbol of our potential. A testament to the human spirit of curiosity, perseverance, and adventure. As we stand on the brink of this new era, we must recognize that our journey to Mars is not just about what lies ahead, but also about how far we've come. From the first time humans looked up at the night sky, wondering about the stars and planets, to the moment we first set foot on the moon, each step has brought us closer to Mars. And each step has reaffirmed one simple truth: the universe, vast and mysterious as it is within our reach. All we need to do is take the next leap. The journey to Mars, though rooted in science and technology, is also a testament to our unyielding desire to explore the unknown. The Red Planet has become a symbol of human aspiration, a blank slate where we might overcome the limitations of Earth and imagine a future unbound by the constraints of our planet. However, as we stand on the threshold of this new frontier, we must not forget that the steps we take on Mars could shape the way we approach not only space exploration, but the future of humanity itself. One of the key motivations behind sending humans to Mars is the idea of planetary backup, the concept that by spreading out across multiple planets, we can safeguard the future of our species. For all its beauty and vitality, is vulnerable to natural disasters, climate change, and even cosmic threats like asteroid impacts. By establishing a permanent human presence on Mars, we could create a second Earth, ensuring that human civilization could continue even if something catastrophic happened on our home planet. But the implications of creating a second home for humanity go far beyond survival. Mars offers a unique opportunity to rethink the foundations of human society. Without the historical baggage of Earth, with its divisions, inequalities, and environmental degradation, Mars could be a place where we start fresh. It could be a testing ground for new forms of government, economics, and social structures. What would a society look like that is built from scratch, with the knowledge of our past successes and failures? The idea of creating the Martian society also raises profound ethical questions. How should we treat the planet itself? Should we terraform Mars, altering its climate and landscape to make it more like Earth? Or should we preserve its natural state as much as possible? Terraforming, though still theoretical, could involve releasing greenhouse gases to thicken Mars' atmosphere and raise its temperature, potentially making it habitable for humans in the long term. But this process could take centuries, and it raises the question of whether we have the right to fundamentally alter another planet. The ethics of terraforming Mars become even more complex when considering the possibility of life. If microbial life exists on Mars, even in the most extreme environments, should we prioritize its preservation over our own needs? Some argue that we have a moral obligation to protect Mars ecosystems no matter how primitive, while others believe that humanity's survival and expansion should take precedence. These debates will likely intensify as our technology advances and the reality of human presence on Mars draws closer. In many ways, Mars forces us to confront the essence of what it means to be human. As we venture beyond Earth, we carry with us not only our biology but also our culture, our history, and our values. How will these change in the context of an entirely new world? Will we adapt to the Martian environment in ways that fundamentally alter our way of life, or will we strive to recreate Earth-like conditions on Mars, clinging to the familiar? One of the most intriguing questions is how Martian settlers will view Earth. From the surface of Mars, Earth will appear as a small, distant dot in the sky, a reminder of the home they left behind. Over time, as the Mars colony grows and becomes more self-sufficient, it's possible that the cultural and emotional ties to Earth will weaken. Will future generations of Martians see themselves as part of human civilization, or will they develop a distinct Martian identity, shaped by the unique challenges and experiences of life on another planet? The development of a Martian society will likely be a slow and gradual process, with initial settlers relying heavily on Earth for resources and support. However, as technology improves and the colony grows, Mars could become increasingly independent. This raises the possibility of Martian autonomy and even the eventual formation of a Martian nation. What would the relationship between Earth and Mars look like in such a scenario? Would Mars be a cooperative partner in the exploration and settlement of the solar system, or could tensions arise between the two planets as they compete for resources and influence? As Mars becomes more than just a distant destination and takes on the reality of a new frontier, the prospect of human exploration stirs something deeper within us. It is not just about finding new places to live, but about pushing the boundaries of what is possible. The journey to Mars represents the culmination of centuries of scientific discoveries, technological innovation, and human curiosity. It is the next step in a long lineage of exploration, from the earliest seafarers who crossed vast oceans to the astronauts who first ventured into space. Yet Mars is more than just the next step. It is the beginning of a new era. The exploration and settlement of Mars will likely set the stage for further ventures into the solar system and beyond. If we can establish a sustainable presence on Mars, it will give us the confidence and experience to explore other moons and planets such as Europa, Titan, and perhaps even the distant reaches of our galaxy. Mars, in this sense, is not the final destination but the launch pad for humanity's expansion into the cosmos. At the heart of this journey lies a deeper question. Why do we explore? What drives us to leave the safety of our home planet and venture into the unknown? Is it purely scientific curiosity, the desire to understand the universe? Or is there something more, a fundamental need to push the boundaries of what it means to be human? Mars challenges us to confront these questions head-on. It offers a blank canvas for human creativity, innovation, and imagination, but it also forces us to confront our limitations and responsibilities as stewards of both Earth and the broader cosmos. In the years and decades to come, Mars will likely become a central focus of human endeavor. As the first explorers set foot on its dusty surface, they will carry with them the hopes and dreams of generations. Their journey will be both a scientific and a philosophical one, as they not only seek to unlock the mysteries of Mars, but also redefine the future of humanity. Mars, the red beacon in our night sky, has always inspired awe and wonder. But now, for the first time in history, we stand on the precipice of turning that wonder into reality. The steps we take on Mars will echo across the ages, marking a new chapter in the story of life, not just on Earth, but in the universe. As we prepare for this great adventure, we are reminded that our greatest discoveries lie not just in what we find on distant worlds, but in the new perspectives they give us on ourselves and our place in the cosmos. The prospect of human exploration on Mars is a turning point for our species, one that prompts us to examine not only our technological capabilities but also our deeper philosophical motivations. The Red Planet challenges us to rethink what it means to be explorers in the 21st century. Unlike any previous frontier, Mars is a world that demands the utmost in scientific rigor, precision, and foresight. Yet, it also invites us to embrace the boundless curiosity that has always defined our species. The journey to Mars will undoubtedly transform our understanding of science and technology. Overcoming the many challenges of living on Mars will drive advancements across multiple fields, from materials science and biotechnology to energy production and sustainable ecosystems. For instance, developing habitats capable of withstanding the planet's harsh conditions will likely require innovations in building materials, utilizing Martian resources, and possibly creating self-repairing structures. These technologies could also have profound implications for life on Earth, helping us solve some of our most pressing environmental and energy challenges. One of the most significant areas of innovation may come from the need for closed-loop life support systems. To survive on Mars, settlers will need to recycle air, water, and nutrients with incredible efficiency. The development of these systems could revolutionize our approach to sustainability on Earth, offering new ways to reduce waste, conserve resources, and create circular economies. Mars, in this sense, will not only be a proving ground for space exploration, but also a laboratory for solving the global challenges we face today. Yet, Mars will push us beyond technological solutions. It will force us to confront the psychological and social aspects of long-term space exploration. Living on Mars will require a level of mental resilience and adaptability that is hard to imagine from our comfortable lives on Earth. The isolation, the distance from loved ones, and the constant exposure to danger will place immense pressure on the first settlers. How they cope with these conditions will teach us valuable lessons about human psychology and community dynamics in extreme environments. The physical separation from Earth, both in distance and time, may lead to the emergence of a distinctly Martian culture. Just as new societies on Earth have often evolved in response to their environments, so too might the settlers on Mars develop new ways of thinking, communicating, and organizing their lives. Over time, the differences between Earth-based and Mars-based humans could become pronounced, not just in terms of culture, but perhaps even biologically, as humans adapt to the lower gravity and different environmental pressures. The notion of the Martian identity is fascinating, particularly when considering the long-term implications of human expansion into space. Mars might be the first place where humans live off Earth, but it will not be the last. As we continue to explore the solar system, it is likely that humanity will diversify into multiple colonies, each shaped by the unique conditions of its home world. The idea of being Earthborn or Martian could take on new significance, much like national or cultural identities on Earth, but on a far grander scale. This raises questions about what it means to be human in a universe where we might one day live on many different worlds. The ethical dimensions of colonizing Mars are equally profound. As we extend our reach into the cosmos, we must consider the moral implications of our actions. Mars, a planet that has existed untouched for billions of years, will be irrevocably changed by human presence. Even if life does not exist there, our actions will alter its natural state. How do we balance our desire to explore and utilize Martian resources with the responsibility to preserve its environment? Moreover, If life, even microbial life, is discovered on Mars, we will face one of the most significant ethical questions in history. Do we have the right to disturb or destroy another form of life, even if it is primitive? The discovery of extraterrestrial life would force us to reconsider our place in the universe and the value we assign to life beyond Earth. It would also challenge us to create new ethical frameworks for interacting with other forms of life, ones that recognize the intrinsic worth of all living things, regardless of their origin. At the heart of this exploration lies a deeper philosophical question: what is our purpose in venturing to Mars? Is it simply a matter of survival, a desire to ensure the continuity of human civilization beyond Earth? Or is it something more? Are we driven by a fundamental need to explore the unknown, to push the boundaries of our understanding, and to seek out new possibilities for life and meaning in the universe? Mars, as a destination, represents more than just the next step in space exploration. It is a symbol of human potential, a reminder that our capabilities are not limited by the confines of Earth. The Red Planet challenges us to think big, to imagine new futures, and to embrace the uncertainty of the unknown. It invites us to consider what we might become as a species, not just in the next few decades, but in the centuries and millennia to come. As we prepare for the first human missions to Mars, we are embarking on an unprecedented journey, one that will reshape our understanding of ourselves and the universe. The scientific discoveries we make on Mars will expand our knowledge of planetary science, astrobiology, and perhaps even the origins of life itself. The technological advancements required for Mars colonization will push the boundaries of what is possible, leading to innovations that will benefit both Earth and our future endeavors in space. But perhaps the greatest discovery will not be what we find on Mars, but what we learn about ourselves in the process. The journey to Mars will test our limits, challenge our assumptions, and inspire us to think differently about our place in the cosmos. It will force us to confront the fundamental questions of existence. Why are we here? What is our purpose? And how can we create a future that is sustainable, just, and filled with possibility, not only for ourselves, but for future generations? In the vastness of the universe, Mars is but a small step. Yet, it is a step that holds the promise of something much greater, the beginning of humanity's journey into the stars. As we look to the future, Mars stands as a beacon of hope and ambition, a reminder that the boundaries of our knowledge and potential are ever expanding. The Red Planet calls to us, and in answering that call, we may discover not only a new world, but a new understanding of what it means to be human. As humanity continues to look toward Mars, the path ahead is filled with both challenges and opportunities that go beyond the simple act of exploration. Mars offers a glimpse into what could be our greatest achievement yet: the ability to adapt, survive, and thrive beyond the cradle of Earth. In this pursuit, we will inevitably be forced to confront questions about the sustainability of life on other worlds, the preservation of these pristine environments, and the responsibilities that come with interplanetary expansion. One of the most exciting aspects of Mars exploration is the potential for scientific discovery that could alter our understanding of biology and the conditions necessary for life. The search for life, whether ancient or current, remains one of the central motivations for studying Mars. If we find even the smallest traces of microbial life, it would revolutionize our view of life as a phenomenon. No longer would life be seen as something unique to Earth. Instead, it would suggest that life could emerge in a wide range of environments across the cosmos. The discovery of life on Mars would also open new avenues of research in astrobiology, the study of life in the universe. How did life on Mars arise? Did it share a common origin with life on Earth? Or did it evolve independently? What could this tell us about the potential for life on planets orbiting distant stars? These questions would not only reshape our scientific understanding, but also deepen our philosophical reflections on the nature of life itself. Yet, even if life is not discovered on Mars, the planet still holds incredible scientific value. Mars's surface is like a time capsule, preserving evidence of ancient climates and environments. By studying Mars, we can learn more about the history of our own solar system, including the processes that shaped Earth. Understanding why Mars, once home to flowing rivers and lakes, became the barren desert we see today could provide insights into planetary evolution and the potential futures of other planets, including Earth. The question of terraforming Mars, the idea of transforming the planet into a more Earth-like environment, remains a subject of serious scientific and ethical debate. While technological advancements might one day allow us to manipulate the Martian atmosphere and create conditions more suitable for human life, this raises the issue of whether we should do so. Terraforming would be a monumental and irreversible act, fundamentally altering the nature of Mars. some argue that we have a responsibility to preserve Mars as it is, a natural world with its own history and characteristics, while others believe that transforming Mars could be the key to human survival. Beyond the scientific and ethical considerations, the vision of terraforming Mars also invites us to dream of the possibilities for the future. Imagine standing on the surface of a transformed Mars, with rivers flowing through valleys and lush vegetation spreading across what was once barren land. It is a vision that captures the imagination, suggesting that humanity has the power not only to explore distant worlds, but to reshape them in ways that allow life to flourish. However, this vision also serves as a reminder of the need for balance. While Mars offers an opportunity to create a new world, it also teaches us about the fragility of planetary environments. Earth's biosphere is unique and delicately balanced, and the lessons we learn from Mars about planetary climate and stability could help us better understand how to protect and sustain our own world. In this way, Mars could act as both a new beginning and a mirror, reflecting the urgency of environmental stewardship here on Earth. The exploration of Mars will inevitably change our perspective on many aspects of life, from how we define home to what it means to be a multiplanetary species. As we establish a foothold on Mars, the idea of Earth as the only home for humanity will begin to fade. Future generations born on Mars may view Earth with a mixture of reverence and detachment, as the birthplace of humanity but not necessarily the center of human civilization. This shift in perspective will likely have profound cultural and social implications. The notion of Earth-centric thinking, where all of human history, politics, and identity are tied to our home planet, will be challenged. New cultural identities may emerge as humans spread to different planets and moons, each shaped by the unique environments and challenges of their new homes. What will it mean to be Martian? How will Martians view their Earth-bound counterparts? Will there be a sense of solidarity among humans across planets? Or will new divisions emerge based on planetary origin? These are questions that will only be answered in time as human civilization evolves and adapts to life on Mars and beyond. What is clear, however, is that the exploration of Mars represents a pivotal moment in our species' journey. It is the point at which we begin to transcend our origins, moving from a planetary civilization to an interplanetary one. The technological advancements required to establish a presence on Mars, from advanced propulsion systems to sustainable life support, will also pave the way for future exploration of the outer solar system. Mars is just the first step. After Mars, humanity may look to colonize moons like Europa and Titan, which may also harbor the potential for life. These distant worlds, with their frozen oceans and thick atmospheres, offer even more mysteries to solve and new frontiers to explore. In the long term, Mars could serve as a stepping stone for missions to even more distant destinations, perhaps to the stars themselves. With the right technologies, Mars could become a hub for launching deep space missions, allowing humanity to explore exoplanets orbiting other stars. The dream of interstellar travel, once the stuff of science fiction, may become a reality as we harness the knowledge and experience gained from exploring Mars. Ultimately, Mars challenges us to think about the future of humanity on a cosmic scale. It forces us to consider not just where we come from, but where we are going. Will we remain confined to Earth, or will we embrace the possibilities that lie beyond our home planet? The journey to Mars is about more than just exploration. It is about the survival and evolution of our species. It is about taking control of our destiny and reaching for the stars. As we prepare for this extraordinary journey, one thing is certain. The exploration of Mars will change us in ways we cannot yet fully comprehend. It will expand our horizons, deepen our understanding of life in the universe, and open new possibilities for the future of humanity. Mars, the red planet, stands as both a challenge and an invitation. A challenge to overcome the obstacles that lie ahead, and an invitation to dream of a future where the boundaries of human potential are limited only by our imagination. In answering the call of Mars, we may discover not only a new world, but a new understanding of ourselves and our place in the vast, ever-expanding universe. The journey is just beginning, and the possibilities are infinite. As we stand on the cusp of humanity's next great adventure, Mars serves as the canvas for the unfolding narrative of our species. The red planet, with its ancient landscapes and untapped resources, beckons us not only to explore but to expand our understanding of life, survival, and what it means to exist beyond the confines of Earth. This journey to Mars is more than just the physical act of crossing space. It is a profound intellectual and existential endeavor that will forever change how we perceive our place in the universe. The sheer scale scale of this mission, however, underscores the importance of collaboration. No single country or organization can undertake the exploration and eventual colonization of Mars alone. The complexities of the mission, from developing interplanetary travel technologies to ensuring long-term sustainability on a distant planet, require a level of global cooperation unprecedented in human history. This new frontier could serve as a catalyst for unity, encouraging nations to work together for a common goal that transcends borders and political divisions. Space agencies around the world, such as NASA, ESA, European Space Agency, Roscosmos, and emerging players like China and India, are already collaborating on a range of space missions. The International Space Station ISS stands as a symbol of what can be achieved when humanity comes together in pursuit of knowledge. Mars, however, presents an even greater challenge. Its distance from Earth, approximately 225 million kilometers on average, makes real-time communication impossible and necessitates careful planning, autonomy, and mutual trust among nations. This collaboration extends beyond governments and space agencies. Private companies such as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and others are playing a crucial role in pushing the boundaries of what is technologically possible. Elon Musk's ambitious vision for SpaceX's Starship, designed to carry humans to Mars and establish a permanent settlement, has accelerated the timeline for Martian exploration. Meanwhile, companies like Blue Origin are focusing on developing the infrastructure for space exploration and habitation, creating the tools that will make living and working in space a reality. In this new era of exploration, the line between public and private sectors is blurring, with governments and private enterprises sharing responsibilities and risks. This fusion of resources, innovation, and expertise represents a new model for space exploration, one that emphasizes the collective potential of humanity rather than individual achievements. Together, these entities are laying the groundwork for a future where the settlement of Mars is not a distant dream but a tangible reality. Yet, with this vision comes a host of ethical considerations. As we extend our reach into the cosmos, we must ask ourselves what kind of society we aim to create on Mars. Will the red planet become a place of innovation and cooperation, where humanity works together to overcome challenges and build a sustainable future? Or could it become a reflection of the divisions and inequalities that exist on Earth, where only the wealthy or powerful can afford to participate in the next chapter of human civilization? The question of inclusivity in space exploration is one that must be addressed as we prepare for the journey to Mars. Space, like the oceans or the atmosphere, belongs to all of humanity. It is not the property of any one nation, corporation, or individual. As we plan for the first missions to Mars and beyond, we must ensure that the benefits of space exploration are shared by all, not just those with the resources to get there first. This means investing in educational programs, ensuring that space technologies benefit life on Earth, and creating opportunities for people from all backgrounds to participate in the new space economy. Mars also raises profound questions about governance. How will Martian society be structured? Will the first settlers follow the laws of Earth-based governments, or will they develop new systems tailored to the unique challenges of life on another planet? The absence of established authority on Mars presents a rare opportunity to experiment with new forms of governance, free from the constraints of existing political systems. However, this also brings the risk of conflict, as different groups may have competing visions for the future of the Martian colony. Some propose that Mars could serve as a test bed for more sustainable and egalitarian societies. The harsh environment of the planet will force settlers to cooperate and share resources, fostering a sense of collective responsibility. Others argue that the difficulties of living on Mars could exacerbate existing inequalities, with those in control of resources wielding disproportionate power. These are questions that humanity has wrestled with throughout history, and they will take on new significance in the context of an interplanetary civilization. At the heart of this exploration lies the question of identity. How will future Martian settlers define themselves? Will they see themselves as Earthlings, maintaining a strong connection to their home planet, or will they develop a distinct Martian identity? The conditions of life on Mars, with its lower gravity, thinner atmosphere, and greater distance from Earth, will inevitably shape human culture in ways that we can only begin to imagine. Over time, the physical and psychological differences between Earthlings and Martians may become more pronounced, leading to the emergence of new cultural norms, values, and traditions. One of the most intriguing possibilities is the biological adaptation of humans to life on Mars. The reduced gravity of the planet could lead to changes in human physiology technology over generations, affecting everything from muscle mass to bone density. These adaptations, coupled with the isolation of Martian society from Earth, could result in the development of a distinct Martian species, biologically and culturally different from their Earth-bound ancestors. This raises the question of how we will maintain our shared humanity in the face of such differences. Will Martians and Earthlings continue to see themselves as part of the same species, or will they begin to diverge, both biologically and ideologically? As we move closer to establishing a permanent presence on Mars, the philosophical implications of interplanetary life will become increasingly important. The journey to Mars is not just about survival or expansion. It is about reimagining what it means to be human in a universe that is vast, mysterious, and filled with possibilities. Mars challenges us to think beyond the limitations of Earth, to envision a future where humanity is not bound by the constraints of one planet, but is free to explore and thrive in the cosmos. This journey will not be without risks. The harsh conditions of space, the long-term effects of living in a low-gravity environment, and the psychological challenges of isolation all present significant obstacles. But the rewards, both scientific and philosophical, are immense. By exploring Mars, we will gain a deeper understanding of planetary processes, the potential for life beyond Earth, and the origins of the solar system. We will also expand the boundaries of human knowledge, creativity, and culture, pushing ourselves to new heights of innovation and discovery. In the end, the exploration of Mars is about more than just reaching a distant planet. It is about our collective future as a species. It is about the desire to understand our place in the universe, to explore the unknown, and to ensure that humanity's story continues for generations to come. Mars, with all its mysteries and challenges, offers us a new chapter in that story, one filled with hope, wonder, and the promise of a future that is as limitless as the stars themselves. The Red Planet calls us forward, urging us to embrace the unknown and to reach for a future that extends far beyond the confines of Earth. In answering that call, we will discover not only the secrets of Mars, but the boundless potential of humanity itself. The journey to Mars is the next great leap in our cosmic odyssey, a leap that will forever alter our trajectory and open the door to the infinite possibilities of the universe. As we continue to contemplate the profound implications of reaching Mars, the vision expands beyond the scientific and technological achievements. The journey to Mars will force us to confront deeper questions about our identity, purpose, and the nature of progress itself. What will it mean for humanity to become a multiplanetary species? What kind of future do we want to build? And how can we ensure that the mistakes we've made on Earth do not follow us to new worlds? One of the key lessons Mars teaches us is the importance of sustainability. On Earth, we have often taken resources for granted, exploiting them with little regard for long-term consequences. On Mars, such a mindset will not be viable. The planet's barren landscape, lack of breathable air, and extreme conditions will make it clear from the outset that survival depends on resourcefulness and careful stewardship. In many ways, Mars will force humanity to adopt sustainable practices by necessity, creating closed-loop systems for water, air, and food production, and using Martian resources judiciously. These lessons could ultimately be brought back to Earth, where the pressures of climate change and resource depletion demand similar approaches. The development of sustainable life support systems on Mars will require not just technical innovation, but a new mindset. We will need to cultivate a deep sense of responsibility for the fragile ecosystems we create, knowing that the margin for error is far narrower than on Earth. This shift in perspective from exploitation to preservation could reshape human culture in profound ways, fostering a greater sense of interconnectedness with our environment, whether on Mars or back on Earth. Mars also presents an opportunity to explore new models of governance and social organization. The first settlers will have to work together in ways that transcend traditional hierarchies and national boundaries. Living in such an isolated and harsh environment will demand cooperation, flexibility, and a shared commitment to collective survival. This could inspire the creation of new forms of governance based on collaboration, mutual aid, and adaptability, models that could provide valuable insights for managing complex global challenges on Earth. In many ways, Mars offers a blank slate. The first settlements will be small, and there will be room to experiment with different social systems, economies, and ways of living. Will these communities adopt principles of egalitarianism and equality, striving for a society that is free of the inequities and divisions of Earth? Or will the same social, economic, and political dynamics that have shaped human history on Earth take root on Mars, leading to new forms of inequality and conflict? These are questions that future Martian settlers will have to grapple with as they lay the foundations of a new society. The notion of Martian identity also raises fascinating possibilities. Just as humans on Earth have developed diverse cultures and identities based on geography, history, and shared experiences, it's likely that the first Martians will begin to form a distinct cultural identity. The unique challenges of living on Mars, the lower gravity, the need for enclosed habitats, the reliance on cutting-edge technologies, will shape the way people see themselves and their relationship to both Mars and Earth. Over time, a new Martian culture may emerge, one that reflects the ingenuity, resilience, and adaptability required to thrive on another planet. At the same time, the cultural connection between Earth and Mars will be a defining feature of early Martian society. Earth will always be the birthplace of humanity, the home of our shared history, and the source of the knowledge and technologies that make Martian exploration possible. But as Martian settlements become more self-sufficient and the physical and psychological distance between Earth and Mars grows, future generations of Martians may develop a more independent identity. Will they see themselves as Earthlings, or as citizens of a new world with its own traditions and values? Mars will also serve as a proving ground for space exploration beyond our solar system. The lessons learned on Mars in terms of technology, governance, sustainability, and culture will provide a blueprint for humanity's future expansion into the cosmos. If we can establish a thriving colony on Mars, it will give us the confidence to explore and settle other worlds, such as the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, and even exoplanets orbiting distant stars. The dream of interstellar exploration, once confined to the realm of science fiction, may become a reality as our understanding of space travel and life support systems evolves. Mars is not just a destination, it is a stepping stone to the stars. As we gain experience living and working on another planet, we will develop the technologies and skills necessary for even more ambitious journeys. One day, humans may set foot on distant worlds that we can only imagine today, expanding the reach of our civilization far beyond the boundaries of the solar system. But as we reach for the stars, we must also ask ourselves, what is the purpose of this exploration? Is it simply about survival, or is it about something more? Are we driven by the desire to understand the universe, to seek out new knowledge and experiences, or to secure a future for our descendants in an uncertain universe? The exploration of Mars, like all great human endeavors, will likely be motivated by a combination of these factors. But at its core, the journey to Mars is about pushing the limits of what it means to be human. It is about curiosity, ambition, and the drive to explore the unknown. Mars challenges us to think beyond the present and to envision a future that is vast, open, and filled with possibilities. It invites us to dream of a time when humanity is no longer confined to a single planet, but has spread throughout the galaxy, building new societies, discovering new forms of life, and expanding the boundaries of human knowledge and culture. The journey to Mars, in this sense, is not just about reaching a new world, it is about embracing the infinite possibilities of the cosmos. At the same time, Mars reminds us of the fragility of life and the importance of preserving what we have. As we explore other planets, we are reminded of how rare and precious Earth is, the only known planet in the universe where life flourishes. The lessons we learn on Mars about sustainability, cooperation, and adaptability will be invaluable as we work to address the challenges facing Earth. In this way, the exploration of Mars is not just about leaving Earth behind, but about gaining new perspectives that can help us protect and preserve our home planet. In the end, Mars is both a destination and a new beginning. It is a place where humanity will test its limits, overcome new challenges, and forge a new path in the universe. But it is also a mirror, reflecting our deepest values, aspirations, and hopes for the future. The journey to Mars will define the next chapter in the story of humanity. A chapter filled with discovery, adventure, and the boundless potential of the human spirit. As we prepare to take that next great leap, we are reminded that the true journey is not just to another planet, but to a deeper understanding of who we are and what we can become in the vastness of the cosmos. The journey to Mars stands as one of the most profound undertakings in human history. It is not just about reaching a distant planet, but about pushing the boundaries of human capability, knowledge, and imagination. Mars represents our collective aspirations to explore the unknown, to secure a future beyond Earth, and to redefine what it means to be human in an expanding cosmic context. As we prepare to embark on this monumental journey, we are confronted with challenges that will test our ingenuity, resilience, and collaboration. From developing sustainable life support systems to creating new forms of governance and addressing ethical questions about planetary stewardship, every step we take toward Mars will shape the future of human civilization. Mars offers the opportunity to build a new chapter in our story, one that can reflect the lessons we've learned on Earth and the possibilities that lie ahead as we become a multiplanetary species. Yet, as we reach for the stars, we must not forget the importance of preserving our home planet. Mars reminds us of the fragility of life and the uniqueness of Earth's biosphere. The insights we gain from exploring Mars will help us not only understand the cosmos, but also how to protect and sustain the delicate balance that makes life on Earth possible. In the end, the exploration of Mars is not just a journey into space, but a journey into the depths of human potential. It challenges us to dream, to innovate, and to unite in the pursuit of a common goal, one that transcends borders, nations, and generations. As we stand on the threshold of becoming a multiplanetary species, Mars invites us to reflect on who we are, where we come from, and what kind of future we want to create. The red planet calls us forward, urging humanity to embrace its destiny among the stars. The journey to Mars will be a defining moment in our evolution, a testament to our enduring spirit of exploration and our capacity to imagine and create a future filled with infinite possibilities. As we look to Mars and beyond, we are reminded that the universe is vast, mysterious, and full of potential, and that humanity's greatest adventures are yet to come.